Would you be willing, as someone who has no debt, to pay a little bit more so that some of your peers who do have debt could get that erased off? Would you be willing to maybe pay more tuition, pay more taxes so that someone could get their debt lowered?
Probably. Maybe.
Socialist on the outside, capitalist on the inside. The true American way.
Hi, I'm Eduardo Norette with Campus Reform. Today we're at the University of Tampa asking students about student loan debt and how it should be paid for. So how much student loan debt do you have?
A lot. Yep.
I think about 5,000 right now.
Probably a lot.
None. About 13,000.
I think 24K.
Not a lot. I don't know.
As of right now, I'm not really sure, but I'm a majority on scholarships.
None at the moment, no.
How about you?
Probably like 14,000.
Okay. So there have been a lot of talks in society and in politics about the federal government wiping out student loan debt. Does that sound like a good idea to you? Would you be for that?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I would.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Who wouldn't want less debt? I think that everybody that goes to school should be able to go to school debt-free and be able to start off their career with no debt to owe to anyone.
I do not support that. I do not support that at all, bro. I don't even, and the reason I don't support that may just be different than you think. I don't support it because it's not even possible. I don't even understand how America can literally do that. Unless America had a system that was so strict on who can go to college that, yeah, it can be free. Instead of, I don't even know how many students go to college per year. Let's say 50 million. Instead of 50 million students going to college per year, we're going to cut it down to 500,000 people or 1 million people per year. Then, yeah, I can see how they can do free college. But in America, almost anyone can go to college. So because of that, I don't understand how literally it can be free. If anyone can give me a suggestion without it completely crashing the economy, I'll support it. But let's continue.
Anybody?
Are you in favor of getting rid of student loan debt?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money to come out of college with, so.
I guess you could raise taxes or something, for other people or something. I don't know, but that's other people paying for your stuff,
Right.
So.
The federal government wiping out student loan debt. Would you be in favor of such a plan?
Yes, because we need to get an education, and every job that we need requires a degree, and people can't always afford it, and it puts us in debt forever.
Right. So since you don't have student loan debt, something we're asking students is, would you be willing, as someone who has no debt, to pay a little bit more so that some of your peers who do have debt could get that erased off? Would you be willing to maybe pay more tuition, pay more taxes so that someone could get their debt lowered?
Probably. Maybe.
Maybe. What's the part of you that maybe is a little hesitant about that?
Because, I have to make my own money. So, if I make my money, I kind of want to keep my money that, I make and not have to, give it to my friends,
right.
No.
Why not?
Because I'm paying my price just like everybody else is. And, as long as it's equal, then,
I love this. Socialist on the outside, capitalist on the inside. The true American way. Socialist on the outside, capitalist at your heart. I love it because you don't want to pay more tuition, but you want it to be free. Someone else is going to pay for it, right?
it is what it is.
Would you be in favor of paying a little bit more tuition so your nice friend here wouldn't have so much student loan debt?
I'm kind of selfish. I'm going to say no. I don't want to be broke.
Just because it's not my money, no. Because I know it's my parents that are it's my house that's on the line. If it wasn't my house on the line, maybe.
So somebody else's house on the line, it's okay?
No, but...
So since you don't have debt, would you be okay with maybe paying a little bit more in tuition so that your friends who do have debt could have that debt lowered? Would you be cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yes, although I will point out I don't pay my tuition, my father does, shout out to my dad, but I think that I would be in favor for that. I think everybody should have an equal opportunity to start off in the right foot.
So do you think it's fair that the students who have no debt, do you think it would be fair for them to maybe pay a little bit more tuition, pay a little bit more somewhere so that students who do have debt, such as yourself, get that taken away?
I feel like no, that's kind of mean. It wouldn't be fair because I feel like if they don't have debt, then mostly their parents are probably paying for all their college.
Well, I don't think it should inconvenience anybody.
But if we did get rid of student loan debt, wouldn't someone have to pay?
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, you probably have to raise taxes. I mean, if it's like taxes, I probably would be like, eh. But like, if I saw it, I'd probably be like, oh, it's kind of annoying.
Raise taxes. So instead of a 38% tax rate or a 33% tax rate, it would be what, a 45% tax rate? So you can go get a freaking table studies degree or a kitchen hardware degree. I don't even know what, or a dance degree. I don't even know what degrees people get nowadays. You can get a degree in anything. Some colleges let you create your own major and just get a degree in that. No, I wouldn't agree with that. I don't even think most taxpayers would agree with that. And that's probably the biggest problem with a lot of college students. They don't really work yet. They don't really understand what it's like to have to pay rent or have to pay mortgage or have to pay taxes or you're going to go to jail. So they don't really understand what they're saying. I give them that. They don't really get the problem with what they're actually saying.
Like, if it was just like casually, you know?
Why do you think it's maybe fair or okay for the taxpayer to pay more, but then a student who's your peer who doesn't have debt, why would it not be okay for them to pay more?
Oh, God. I feel like, honestly, I just feel like college is just really expensive. Everyone's going to pay taxes, like, sooner or later. So, like, you know, it's just fair for people to, I guess, help students out that are going to be our future, like, workers, you know?
I don't know if it would necessarily be fair because it shouldn't be the other students' problems, basically. That's what I would say.
Why do you think it's maybe more fair for someone in the real world, like a taxpayer, to pay more, but not maybe someone on a campus?
Because they have their own other issues that they're still paying for, even if it's not student debt.
Sure.
So they have to take care of themselves as well.
But don't you think maybe someone who's working and has a family, don't you think taxpayers have things to take care of too?
Yes. So I guess I'm not really exactly sure what I would say. But I agree that they do have things that they need to take care of too.
I'd be in favor of like more things that would limit the amount that they can take out in loans, and then lowering the interest rates and actually making school cheaper.
Yeah. So why would you not be in favor of just wiping it out completely?
Because like the people took out those loans, so they have to pay it back, and it's like if they don't, like, are we just going to go into more debt for the government to pay it back?
Yeah.
So I think it's unfair to just hike everyone else's tuitions up. I think the bigger issue is making it harder to get the student loans. I think the issue with anybody can get as much as they want is what's causing this. So I think if we fix that issue, then I think that'll help the issue better out.
I would not be in favor of something like that. I mean, I know it would be good for us as the students, especially in the future. I mean, it's not something that we would have to worry about, but I don't think it's good for the good for us as a nation, the federal debt that we already have throughout the world. So I don't think that would be something that's good to add to millions of kids that are already in college. For whatever reason, you know, if their parents work hard, if they work hard to pay off whatever they're paying off, I don't think it's right to send that over to for them to have to figure it out for other people, you know.
My thing with this, when it comes to student loans, I think they should put a cap on the interest you have to pay for student loans. I think they can do that because the number one giver of student loans is actually the federal government. So if they put a cap on what interest rates will be, let's say you lowered them from freaking 12% to, or even from 8% to 2%, I think that would greatly help the problem. But we're America and we're capitalists, so that's probably not going to happen. But anyways, it's LFR Jojo. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.